5 things you must do now to survive what's coming. Let's get right into it. I want to respect your time. I wrote these down. Let's go. First off, you guys need a firearm. A pew-pew, if you will. I'm on YouTube, so I should say a pew-pew. You need a way to protect yourself. And let me get into it because I know some of you do not like guns. I know. That's okay. It's okay. This channel's for everybody. First off, I want to talk about women. Women. If you do not have a weapon, you are wrong. If you do not have a pew-pew, you are wrong. You should be the first person with a pew-pew. There's a quote. I got to look it up, but I'm going to put it on the screen. It was maybe Smith & Wesson, I think. There's a quote. A firearm is the great equalizer. Something like that. Women, a firearm is the way you can protect yourself from any man trying to have his way with you. I'm going to just say it just like that. And have his way means anything. You know, whether he wants to hurt you, harm you, do certain, whatever. That's the way to protect yourself. You are a woman. A gun is the first thing you should have. And that goes for everybody. Now, doubly so, for my next point, I'm going to get into it, but I just want to say this even goes, firearm is the number one. It starts there. I believe everybody should have a firearm. Number 2, I believe everybody should have land.
Oh, brother.
You're going to see with land is super important because a lot of y'all live in the city. And I get it. A lot of people love the conveniences of the city. Chick-fil-A is right down the street, huh? Buc-ee's is over there, huh? I get it. I get it. You love the city, and that's okay. But you got to understand that while you're in the city's going to get crazy one day. Imagine right now if stuff shut down. There was no more jobs. And say something happened and Walmart didn't have food. They didn't have your favorite little bowl of cereal. People go crazy after a week without their favorite bowl of cereal and no coffee and no burgers. It gets crazy. People are starting to do anything. And that's why number 1 is important, because when people get crazy, whatever you have, you're going to need number 1, a pew-pew. And number 2, you're going to want somewhere to go. If you ain't got no land, you stuck here in the city. This is your home. If you got land, you could bounce. Honestly, I think you should already be living on the land, but at least have some land to go bounce to, even if it's like an acre. Just somewhere to bounce to and be like, this is where I can get out of the city. It's safe here. Please get you some land. Get you some land. I've been saying it forever. Get you some land. My next point, produce your food. This is a big one because it kind of goes back in and get you some land. I think right now, if you're living in an apartment, you need to grow some food. If you are living in an apartment, you need to grow some food. I'm going to say it one more time. If you are living in an apartment, you need to grow some food. I don't care if it's a pot and you're learning how to grow peppers. I don't care if it's a little flower pot and you're learning to grow 1 stalk of corn. You need to practice, because there's one thing that happens is that everybody says, when stuff pops off, I'm going to grow a garden. Who are you? Who are you that you think you're going to go out there with some seeds and plant them real quick and they just about to sprout up overnight? You can be like, I'm a farmer. Come on, man. Are you for real? You don't know how this stuff works. You knew. You need to do better. You need to do so much better. And that brings me to my next one. I got a video coming up called why the older generations had it right. We need to learn some skills. Now, there's stuff we can do now. I believe first aid and there's modern stuff we can do. But I want to say things like stitching. I think that's the term, stitching clothes. You know, when somebody takes the needle or thread, whatever it is, we need to learn that. That's number 1. That is such a huge thing. You get a hole in your pants and there ain't no services that you could go to or anything. You got a hole in your pants. That's it. You holy pants now. And same thing with cooking. We are so used to either going to go get some food or going to the store and buying something with this it got a mix. It's got a seasoning packet, all that stuff. It says dump the packet in the bowl with some water and stir. Like, you know, it just makes it so simple. And we really need to get away from that and be like, you know what? I need to know, do I add this rosemary? Do I add this sage? Do I add this thyme? How long should I cook this for? There's little things you could do. And once you start learning those skills, they come to you like this. You ever seen a woman who know how to cook, or a man, but you ever seen somebody who know how to cook and they don't even think about it? They just be like, I'm going to sprinkle some of this, I'm going to sprinkle some of that, I'm going to sprinkle some of this. And next thing you know, they got something super delicious because they know cooking. Lastly, I want to get into my 5th point. I told you I'm going to be quick for y'all. I want to respect your time. My 5th point is I'm looking at you. You need to adopt a survivalist mindset. You hear me? You need to start thinking about survival. And I'm not saying stress over it, obsess over it, but you need to start thinking, man, if something did happen right now, what would I do? And don't just give a little thought to it, but like actually sit down and think. Right now, you watching this video, think. If something happened in the store said, hey, we running out of food, sorry y'all, we ain't gonna have no more food for like 2 months. What you gonna do? If something happened and people started going crazy and now they out of food, but now people are saying we going to door, we gonna get some food. You hearing rumors and stuff. Hey, you heard about the so-and-so boys? They going door to door taking people food. What you gonna do? You can't nice your way out of this one. Which always brings me back to number 1 and number 5. I say those two kind of lump it all together. You need to start thinking, how do I survive in these times? Look, I hope you got something out of this, but those are 5 things you need to do now to prepare yourself for what's to come. Please like, subscribe, all that jazz. It helps support the channel. I love y'all. Peace and blessings. Shalom. See you on the next one.